Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Natalie Gough, sophomore golfer from Bixby, Oklahoma, who just picked up her first career win in the Southwestern Christian Invitational. And Natalie, what did it take to get the win in that event? You had two of your teammates within 2 strokes of your score.
That's true. I would definitely say it took a lot of hard work and practice that led up to winning the individual title, and it was a bonus that we won as a team as well.
It's a record-setting performance for your team in that event. What did it feel like to get the team win in that one?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, coming off of the course and hearing how all of my teammates played, it was awesome. Just knowing that we had all done that well together on the same course, it was good.
A 67 for you. What was working for you that day?
Well, normally in other tournaments, sometimes one thing may be going wrong or it may just not be clicking as well, but I would definitely say in this tournament it just all came together and it clicked for me to be able to shoot that score.
How do you feel like your game has matured since you've been here at OCU?
Well, beforehand I may have had trouble with time management and setting my own practice schedule, but Coach McCauley definitely allows us to have our own practice schedule and set our own that will cater to our own needs, and it helps with our academic plan as well. So it's easier for us to find out what we need to do to make it work for us.
What was it like last year playing the national tournament at Lincoln Park here in Oklahoma City?
Oh, it was an honor to be able to host the tournament at our home course, and being able to have all the other schools come in and see what Oklahoma City has to offer and how Coach McCauley ran the tournament so well. I heard so many good things from everyone else from the tournament. It was definitely one of the best national tournaments they've had in a while.
You're going to host that tournament again this year, so what are the expectations for hosting it again this year?
Probably about the same. I mean, he's going to do a great job setting it up again, and we're going to have time to practice out there, and we're going to be very experienced out there because we've been practicing out there a lot. So it's definitely going to all lead up until the national tournament, and I think we'll be very prepared for it.
What was it that brought you to OCU?
Well, I actually played in a tournament that wasn't school related at Lincoln Park Golf Course, and Coach McCauley was there, and he talked me into coming up to visit, which I wasn't planning on it, but I came up to visit, and after seeing the campus and meeting all the team, and it was just, I knew it was definitely where I wanted to come. I had even visited other places beforehand, and I just knew after I visited that it was where I would want to go.
What's your major?
Right now, it's business administration with a focus on marketing. I may not have it set in stone yet, but I am only a sophomore, so if I need to change it before then, I might.
Do you have any ideas on what your future career might hold for you?
I don't have plans set in stone yet, but I am optimistic for my future, and I'm focusing on my golf game and my academics to hopefully do well after we finish school.
All right, that's Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Natalie Gough. You can follow the stars on OCUsports.com.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to women's golf coach Marty McCauley. Fifth-ranked Stars have 3 top 10 finishes this season, and most recently, the Sam Houston State Bearcat Invitational, you finished ahead of 6 NCAA Division I teams. What went into your performance in that event?
The girls did really well. We got home really late last night, and they're back in school trying to recoup after a long trip. But really, I think that the chemistry that they're developing here early in the year is a really special thing. Any coach could tell you that that's certainly an important component of success. I really think that, we played Southwestern Christian's tournament at Lake Hefner at home for our second event and won that by quite a bit. And I really think that the confidence level from that helped carry over to this week's performance. I feel that from top to bottom, they all felt like they've improved quite a bit from last year to this year and really get the ball rolling. And they kind of found their groove this week and went out and competed at a very high level in a very, very competitive field.
Tell us about that Southwestern Christian Invitational. Several records set for your team in that one. What went into it?
Yeah, the girls played in it. Last year we played in it as well, and we won by a school record 46 shots last year in the fall. And this year, all 11 girls got to play. And so the first round, Natalie Gough, who ended up winning the tournament individually, tied a school record with a first round 67. Second day, sophomore Lauren Bankin also shot a 67 to tie that record again. And we shot 287, 284, which is 5 under par total, which was the first time in our 20-year history that our team has finished a 36-hole event under par. We had first place was sophomore Natalie Gough, second place was sophomore Lauren Pritchard, third place was sophomore Lauren Bankin, and fifth place was senior Melissa Eldridge. So to have 4 of the top 5 was great. And we actually had all 11 of our girls were in the top 20. So pretty dominant performance for sure, and something I think the girls will really remember the memories from that.
Next tournament on the schedule is going to be the inaugural Sydney Cox Invitational. Talk about her impact on OCU Athletics. She's an NAI Hall of Famer, an OCU Hall of Famer. Just tell us about the event and what Sydney has meant to your program.
We're very excited to host the event. It's sort of a quasi-NAI National Championship fall preview as well. But we thought it was really important to name this event in honor of Sydney because she has contributed a lot, not just to our athletic department, to our women's golf program, but to the university. She was the first female athlete in the history of the NAI to be inducted into the Women's Golf Hall of Fame for the NAI. Was our first women's golfer to go into the OCU Hall of Fame as well. And she still stayed very connected to the program. And I think that that's the most important thing. She still follows along, cheers us on, and has given a lot back to us in the form of her commitment and dedication to OCU and our athletic department. I think that ultimately as coaches, that's what we want with any student athlete we bring here, is that, she graduated in 2009, so we're 10 years later and she still cares about the school and cares about the program, and that's a huge thing for us. So we felt it nice to honor her and put her name on this event.
How do you feel like your team has grown in the past year?
I feel that, golf programs, golf teams, any team it's evolution's always happening. There's no doubt about it. Year to year, you're going to have highs and lows and ebbs and flows. And 2 years ago, we came off, or 3 years ago, we won the national championship in 2017. The next year, we had a bit of a down year and had trouble with really gelling together and connecting. And I think that last year, the end of last year, we really started coming together. The girls really started believing in one another, and they played for one another. And in a sport like golf, that's an individual sport, that you're trying to make a team sport, that is so critical. And you can feel something at these tournaments. I know it sounds strange, but there's something palpable in the air that you can feel out there when the girls truly play for one another instead of worry about their own score. And I feel that this year we've started off so much better than any year in my 10 years that way, to where the girls truly love one another and they're going out there and playing for each other. There's nobody that's selfish or individualistic, and I think that's led to some of our good results here early in the year.
Recap for us last year's experience at the national tournament, hosted it here at Lincoln Park. So what was that like for your team?
Well, first of all, it was a huge honor to have the privilege to host it. The NAI entrusted that in us, and I feel like we put on probably the best championship, certainly in my 10 years, that women's golf has seen. We had a great opening event. We got very fortunate hosting in Oklahoma in May. We had great weather. Got lots of positive feedback on it. Unfortunately, we didn't come out on top. The first round we went out and shot 1 under par 287 and set an NAI record for the lowest team round in the history of the event. And Melissa Eldridge, our only senior this year, shot a 67 the first round, which is also a NAI record for the Women's Golf Championship. And we had a major stumble the second round and struggled and fought back to third and fourth rounds and ended up finishing fourth, which was great for a young team. I could not have been more proud of that. And we're really looking forward to hosting again this year. I think that one of the most difficult challenges with hosting 2 years in a row is how are you going to go do better the next year? Because we aren't going to be complacent and just want to put on the exact same event. We're going to want to make it better. So I'm excited to have the opportunity for the 30 schools traveling in to show them that we are capable of improving it, and we plan on improving it this year from last year.
So what is the excitement level going into this year, knowing you're going to host it again?
I think it's huge. I think that the excitement level is very high. The girls should be very comfortable playing there. There is an element of added pressure playing at home. It's a little bit different than a basketball or a football game where you have your home crowd that's cheering you on. This isn't really a sport that's that way, and so playing at home sometimes can be a disadvantage because of the expectations you put on yourself. But I feel we have a very mature group. They're very young, but they're extremely mature, and I know that they're going to be ready for that task whenever we get to May, and I know that the buzz is going to be huge again. I think the tournament's going to grow even more than it did last year, and I'm just really excited to be able to put on what I feel is like a great show, and that's what we should do for our championships at the NAI level is make it to where it is a good show for spectators, for coaches, but most importantly for the student athletes. It's all about the student athlete experience, and 100% we want to make sure every student athlete that competes at this championship feels it's the greatest event they've ever played in.
You know, you've also got an eye toward the future. Tell us about some of your commitments that you've got coming in, how they're performing on the prep level.
Yes, we have three young ladies that are currently committed, and they have been outstanding. They've had probably the best summer and early start to the fall that I could ever remember. I'll start with Maddie Camus. She's a 2021 commit from Kingfisher, currently ranked number 290 in the world of junior golfers. So that would put her probably in the top 75 of the class of 2021. So that is an extremely, extremely high level for her. If I tried to list all of the events she won or placed high in right now, we wouldn't get out of here. So I'll just say that she has played at a very high level. OJGTs, finishes top 3 almost every one she plays in, and she's actually competing in the Tour Championship this weekend at Shawnee Country Club, so we'll see how she does there. Alongside with her, we have Reagan Cheney, who's also another 2021 commit. She's from Plainview High School in Ardmore, and she's coached by one of my former players, Taylor Howard, who graduated from here in 2013. So she'll be joining us in the fall of 2021, and her teammate Adeline Norton is currently a freshman here. So we like having that Plainview connection and the Ardmore connection. She's ranked in the top 800 in the country, so she's also a very highly ranked player. She's won 2 OJGTs as well, and finished top 5 multiple other times. And then our final commit's Jordan Claiborne. She's a 2020, so she'll be joining us next year. Melissa Eldridge is our only senior on the team, so Jordan will be filling in for her next fall, which is going to be some big shoes to fill, because Melissa, I was looking at the stats this morning, and she's going to set a lot of school records before the year's over. She's only 8 birdies away from having the most birdies in school history, so she'll probably get that accomplished at our home event in 2 weeks. But anyway, back to Jordan. She's a great kid, great student, going to come here and study pre-med, be a great leader for us, and she herself has also had 3 or 4 top 5 finishes in the OJGT, so all 3 of them are wonderful assets, and we can't wait to get them on campus.
All right, that's women's golf coach Marty McCauley. You can follow the stars on OCUsports.com.